This is the model you can see. And here is the PD controller you can see. So on this area, what do you expect that you should get first? And you will get confused that whenever you see the C-type IC and you really feel that how to check, where to check, these types of problem, usually you will be facing if you are repairing the motherboard. So let's come and I'll show you the DC jack here. This is the DC jack. And Dildar sir was telling you that these are the mirror pins, 12 pins on the one side, and the other side I cannot see because it is inside the connector. So let's talk about the one side of the pin, the 12 pin. So let me open the board view so that I can show you. Are you able to see my board view?
Yes, yes.
Good. So as you are telling that VBus I will check, but this is my request to all of you. The first of all, you have to make sure the CC pin. Yes, of course, the 5 volt will come on the VBus, but main thing you have to notice on the CC pin.
Oh.
And what you have to notice, let me show you.
Okay.
Now, see on the screen, Dildar sir was telling you that this communication will take place then only. Look, this communication establishment will take few time. That is why it takes few moment to reach from 5 volt to 20 volt. And this communication will only take place when your GPIO communication will be established with the help of this, whatever you are seeing on the screen, the SPI communication or EEPROM communication. And I am going to capture the signal of VBus. Now you are able to see now. This is my VBus. How you will see that from 5 volt, why it takes time. See here, I have turned on C. What you have seen? You have seen that it was 0 volt, then it reached to the 5 volt, and it takes around 500 to 600 millisecond. If I set it on the 500, the see here, uh, this is my SVOD, and I am going to, my mouse is not working. I'm going to program IT, so I will select IT. Here is the two thing. You program like this way. Is it true?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Please can I ask him? 809 BB.
So now you have to do like this. I2C. Got this point? And I have connected my jack C the same way as you are able to see that SCL my yellow pin, ground is my black, and SDA is my orange pin on the third number. And suppose 4th generation motherboard has 121 number pin for the Wi-Fi working, Wi-Fi on. In the 8th generation, the same pin will work like we are on. So that flexibility is given by the GPIO. Okay. And that has a property, that has a controller. Also, it indulge like ISH pin, integrated sensing hub. That also comes in the GPIO property. There are the something you need to check that PLL voltages. There you have to check. You have to check the configuration pin. You have to check the compensation pin. There are so many things behind that. You see only one GPO, but you don't know what is the, you have not seen any case like that. On the on-off pin, there is a 4.4 volt. And you cannot, you change the 3.3 volt, you change the IO, you change each and everything. nothing will solve this problem. Why? Because there is a GPU problem. GPU is connected with the pin name, your USB IC. There are some OC, over current protection pin, that is connected with the GPIO. And that GPIO, if it is chogged, your motherboard will misbehave that you cannot understand. So it is a very big chapter, because around 40-minute video I have made for PCH, around 25 videos are there. Is it possible to tell you each and everything in a short note? So I am just giving you the short note that how can you repair, how you have to be prepared for your future. This is what I'm showing you now. Let me show. Here is something for you guys, that what type of preparation you have to do. And in our next video, what we are going to bring, like G series model, G3, G4, G5, G6, G7, G8, G9, G10. First of all types of BIOS solution. We are going to launch the HD image as well as the video that how you can repair without schematic. That is the very interesting thing, because we are working too much hard on the board. So nowadays, G series is really a very difficult task to repair.
Yes.
So through our experience, we are just making videos, practical videos, that first of all, you need to have a HD image so that you can verify the physicals. There are so many things. Second, you need to understand that what should be the value of the coils, like core coils, VCC-IN coils, okay? The RAM coils, VPP voltages coil, what should be the value? The impedance, what should be the impedance over there? You don't know? So if I give you a board that is turning on and there is a no display, you will keep on struggling to do BIOS, you will heat up, you will temper the motherboard, but you cannot repair. Why? Because you don't know that what is the exact value of that point, like core. If I show you here in motherboard, so it is written here 6 ohm, but I know that if it is Ryzen 5, it is good at 4 ohm. So the guy who has written here 6 ohm may be wrong, because I have changed more than 200 CPUs in the gaming boards. And I know very well that what should be the exact value of the processor. In this model, the same thing happens, but due to the thermal area. The same thing happened in the thermal area. Because here, the same IO voltage, see what is happening in short, that LDO is going to be IO VCC. If your IO is short, the effect will go to the LDO, and LDO will demand to the 3.3 and 5 volt regulator, and that will start heating up. The same thing happened in the 10 generation, but here is the logic, the different logic. Here is the different logic. Here all the command is by thermal IC, the GPU thermal and CPU thermal. The CPU thermal IC and GPU thermal IC is taking care of IO VCC. Which voltage will be generated first? LDO or KBC power?
LDO.
LDO. Good.
Yeah, LDO.
And from LDO, it is going to be generated KBC power. My question is only that how it will be. If suppose you received a motherboard, there is 0 voltage, what you will do? This is the question.
It means you need the voltage at the gate.
This is what you have to answer all.